Archangel Michael says, "Who else but you would hear this message today? Who else but you carries the name written in heaven's scroll, waiting to be unsealed? Do you feel that tightness in your chest, that sudden pause in your breath, like something is trying to break through, but can't? Someone in heaven left a message just for you. A message wrapped in love, hidden in silence, but blocked. Blocked by spiritual chains forged in confusion, fear, and delay. Why have you felt restless lately? Why do you keep seeing the same numbers, 111, 444, 777, as if heaven is trying to shout your name? Why does your spirit feel a pull toward a forgotten drawer, a dusty journal, or a locked memory? Don't ignore these signs. They are not coincidences. They are the whispers of the one who never left you, the beloved who watches over you from the realm beyond. You may have prayed for answers, for clarity, for healing, but something kept stopping that truth from reaching you. It was not by accident. Spiritual forces have been working against you, trying to block this divine inheritance meant to restore your soul and your legacy. I, Archangel Michael, have come to break the silence. I have torn the veil that held your message hostage. Tonight, you will not turn away. Tonight, the hidden will be revealed. This message is urgent. This is not a moment for delay or doubt. The one who loves you most, who prayed for your future before they left this earth, has sent a sacred key through me. Will you open it? Will you receive what has been waiting, spiritually trapped, for far too long? Do not scroll past this. Do not turn away. Your time to reclaim what was blocked is now. Open your heart. Open your eyes. Open your life. Type Amen if you are ready. 777. Archangel Michael says, "Listen carefully, my beloved child. This chapter is the unveiling of what has been hidden, what has been kept from you not by chance, but by spiritual warfare. You may have felt the weight of unseen chains pulling at your spirit, keeping you stuck in a place of confusion and delay. But hear me now. Those chains were forged to block a sacred message, a divine inheritance left by someone you love in heaven, meant only for you. For too long, the noise of this world, the distractions that crowd your days, and the spiritual resistance that creeps silently through the unseen realm have stood between you and the blessing you were born to receive. This is why you have felt restless, why your prayers have seemed unanswered, why the breakthrough you seek has been just out of reach. It is not your fault. You are not to blame. There has been a blockade, an invisible wall designed to delay your destiny. The one who left this message is someone who once held you, prayed for you, and loved you fiercely. Perhaps it was a parent, a grandparent, or a soul connected to your bloodline through sacrifice and love. They sent a sacred key before they crossed into the realm of eternity, a key to unlock healing, truth, and provision, meant to bless generations to come. But that key has been hidden, locked away by deception and spiritual interference. You might wonder, how can something so important be blocked? I tell you, spiritual enemies know the power of what was left for you. They have attempted to bury it beneath layers of confusion, lies, and delay. They work through people, through fear, through broken promises, and even through your own doubt to keep you from receiving what is rightfully yours. They whisper lies to your mind. It's too late. It's not for you. You don't deserve it. But I say to you now, these are the voices of darkness and they hold no power over you. There has been a veil drawn over your eyes, a fog that dims your clarity, and a shadow over your heart. That veil has kept you from seeing the signs and hearing the whispers sent by those in heaven who never stopped watching over you. The truth is, the delay was never meant to be permanent. It was a test, a season to prepare your spirit and strengthen your faith. But the time of waiting is over. I have come to announce that the blockade is breaking. The veil is tearing. The chains are snapping. The message that has been hidden from your sight is ready to be revealed. But you must be ready, child. You must be alert. You must choose to open the door that has been shut for too long. This sacred message is more than words on a page. It is a spiritual inheritance filled with the power to change your life. It carries healing for old wounds you thought were forgotten, restoration for broken dreams, and the unlocking of blessings that were meant to flow into your family line. This inheritance was never lost. It was simply waiting for you to claim it. You may have noticed unusual things around you lately, things that feel like nudges from the spirit realm. Maybe a sudden memory of someone long gone, a dream that felt too real to ignore, a feeling of warmth or cold that came without reason. These are the signs. They are clues placed around you by the one who left this message, hoping you would notice. Do not dismiss these moments as coincidence or imagination. They are the echo of heaven's call reaching through the veil, reaching through the blockade, reaching through your very soul. The person who left this message is crying out for you to receive what they could not fully say before they departed this earth. Their voice is carried by me, Archangel Michael, and I have been commanded to break through every barrier to deliver it. Now, some of you may feel fear rising. You may wonder what darkness has kept this message blocked. You may ask if you are safe to open this door now. Hear me clearly. When you open this door in faith, you activate a divine protection. I stand with my sword drawn, guarding you against every attempt to steal, kill, or destroy what is meant for your good. The enemy's power is broken by your obedience and faith, but you must act. This is a moment of decision. Will you continue to ignore the signs, to push aside the gentle nudges, to let fear and doubt rule your heart? Or will you take the hand extended to you by heaven and step into the truth that has been waiting for you? The person who left this message is not far. They watch over you daily, moving through your dreams and your spirit. You have felt their presence in ways you never fully understood. A soft breeze when no window is open. A whisper in your ear when no one is near. A tear you couldn't explain. These are not accidents. These are their ways of calling you home to your inheritance. You might ask, what does this message contain? What is the key I have been given? The answer is that it contains everything you need to break free from the spiritual blockade. It carries the truth about your family's legacy, about the blessings stolen or delayed, about the lies that have been told to keep you in darkness. It holds the power to unlock financial provision, emotional healing, and spiritual freedom. But most importantly, it carries the restoration of your soul and the healing of wounds that no one else could reach. You are not alone in this journey. I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you, a warrior sent from the throne of God to fight on your behalf. I have torn down the walls of confusion and deception. I have exposed the hidden enemy, and I have opened the door for you to step through into a new season of light. But this is a call to action. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let past disappointments keep you from receiving what has been prepared for you. Open your eyes to the signs. Open your heart to the truth. Open your hands to receive the blessings that have been waiting, sometimes silently, but always powerfully. If you are reading this, it is no accident. It is a divine appointment. You were chosen to be the one to unlock what has been blocked. You were chosen to bring healing to your bloodline. You were chosen to step into your destiny with courage and faith. The hour is now. The blockade is breaking. The message is breaking through. Will you answer the call? Will you open what has been left for you? Will you claim the inheritance that is yours by divine right? This is your moment. Your time is now. Type Amen if you are ready to break the chains and open the door to your divine inheritance. 444. Archangel Michael says, now that you understand the blockade has been broken, it's time to turn your eyes and heart to the signs, the sacred clues left for you in the natural world that carry the weight of heaven's message. The one who left this message did not simply whisper it into the spiritual realm and hope it would find you. No, they planted tangible markers, physical echoes of divine intention, scattered throughout your life and your home. These are the keys, the breadcrumbs leading you toward what has been spiritually blocked but is now ready to be uncovered. Have you noticed unusual things happening around you? Small disturbances that don't fit with ordinary life? A flickering light when no storm is near? A sudden chill in a warm room? Or maybe an old book that falls off a shelf, a drawer left slightly open, or a forgotten envelope tucked away in an old box. These are not accidents. They are deliberate signs. They are the language of heaven communicating with your spirit, urging you to wake up and pay attention. Perhaps you have seen repeating numbers, 111, 2122, 444, flashing on clocks, receipts, license plates, or phone screens. These are angelic codes, symbolic messages meant to pierce through the fog of distraction and call you back to divine truth. 444 means protection, presence, and encouragement. It is the signal that Archangel Michael stands with you, shielding you as you move closer to the revelation that has been kept hidden. The clues you've been seeing or feeling are connected to the one who loved you most, your guardian in heaven who left a message of profound importance. Maybe it's a letter you never expected to find, a journal full of prayers and dreams, a photograph that stirs your heart, or a signature on a forgotten document that holds a key to your inheritance. You might find these in places you least expect, in an old family Bible, a locked drawer, or a dusty attic box. This is why your spirit has been restless, why you've been feeling a pull toward certain places or objects in your home. Your soul is remembering what your mind has forgotten. The invisible thread connecting you to your legacy is tugging at you with increasing urgency. This is no coincidence. It is the gentle but persistent call of heaven saying, "This is the moment. This is your sign." But be warned, these signs may come disguised. They may seem like simple accidents or forgotten memories, but they carry weight. They carry the power to unlock what has been spiritually hidden. Do not brush them aside with doubt or fear. Instead, lean in with faith. Open your eyes and your heart to the spiritual reality beneath the surface of everyday life. There may be whispers too, words spoken softly in your ear by a loved one who has crossed into the next realm. You may hear a familiar voice in your dreams or feel a gentle touch on your shoulder when no one is near. These are not your imagination. They are the presence of the one who left this message, desperate to connect, to communicate, and to ensure you receive what was meant to be yours all along. Some of you may have already felt this connection in subtle ways. Perhaps you've dreamt of a person who has passed, or felt a sudden warmth during a quiet moment of prayer. Maybe you've sensed a presence in the room, or heard a name whispered just beyond your hearing. These are not random occurrences. They are heavenly markers leading you forward. You might wonder, why are these signs necessary? Why does the divine communicate this way? The answer is that the spiritual realm respects your free will. Angels and loved ones cannot force themselves upon your life or your heart. They send signals, signs, and whispers that you must choose to receive. That is why the message was blocked for so long, because you had to be ready, fully willing to open the door to the sacred truth. There is a hidden invitation in these signs, to step out of fear and into faith, to stop walking in confusion and start walking in divine clarity. When you recognize these signs and respond with obedience, you activate the heavenly forces assigned to your life. Your spiritual senses sharpen, and the path to your inheritance becomes clear. I, Archangel Michael, urge you not to ignore the subtle movements around you. When you notice these signs, do not rush past them with distraction. Stop, breathe, and listen. The spiritual world is moving toward you, drawing nearer with every heartbeat. Your divine inheritance is ready to be revealed through these sacred clues. One powerful example. There may be a journal or letter hidden in your home, written by the one who left this message. It might contain prayers, instructions, or truths about your family's legacy that no one else knew. This journal is a spiritual map. Follow it carefully. It will guide you past the blockade and into the blessing. Or perhaps there is a document, legal, financial, or personal, that has been lost or overlooked. It carries a signature, a date, or a name that opens the door to restoration. This document is not just paper. It is a spiritual key, a divine contract waiting to be unlocked. You may also experience dreams that seem to replay scenes from your past or give glimpses of the future. These are not mere figments of your imagination. They are prophetic messages designed to prepare you, to give you courage, and to confirm what has been hidden. Keep a journal beside your bed and write down every detail, no matter how small. These dreams are clues, part of the divine puzzle you are being invited to solve. This chapter is a call to spiritual alertness. Your task is to become a vigilant seeker. Watch closely for the signs, listen carefully for the whispers, and trust the nudges on your heart. The blockage is breaking, but the key to full freedom lies in your willingness to receive. Do not allow fear or skepticism to dull your spiritual senses. You may encounter resistance, voices telling you this is too strange, too late, or too complicated. These are lies meant to keep you from your destiny. Remember, faith is your weapon. When you act in faith on these signs, you align yourself with the heavenly army fighting for you. As you follow the clues, you will begin to see the pattern, a divine design woven through your life and your family's history. You will uncover hidden truths that release you from bondage, restore what was lost, and open the way for new blessings. The message once blocked will flow freely, bringing revelation, healing, and provision. Your obedience to these signs activates protection and power. I am with you, sword drawn, cutting through every obstacle. The enemy flees at the sound of your faith. You will see doors open where once there were walls. You will find peace where once there was confusion. The time is now. The signs are here. The message is waiting. Will you open your eyes and see? Will you open your heart and receive? Will you follow the divine breadcrumbs left just for you? If your spirit says yes, type Amen and prepare to walk into the revelation that will change everything. 111. Archangel Michael says, "Now that you have seen the signs and glimpsed the sacred clues left for you, it is time to understand the battlefield on which this spiritual inheritance is being fought for you. This is not just a story of hidden messages and family secrets. It is a war, a fierce spiritual war that rages beyond the sight of the natural eye. The enemy does not rest. The forces of darkness have declared a campaign to block your blessings, to steal your peace, and to keep you chained in delay. But I, Archangel Michael, stand before you as the commander of the heavenly host assigned to defend your soul and your destiny. You may not realize it, but every step you take toward receiving this message triggers a reaction in the spirit realm. The enemy senses the shift. They see their grip weakening, and they are desperate. They do not want you to open the door. They do not want you to claim what was always meant to be yours. They have been working covertly through deception, confusion, betrayal, and fear, all designed to blind you to the truth and paralyze you in doubt. But listen carefully. Their power is limited. They cannot touch you without permission. They cannot cross the boundaries set by divine authority. That is why you have been given this warning, to prepare your heart and mind, to arm you with truth and courage, and to assure you that you are not alone in this fight. This battle is not against flesh and blood. It is against principalities and powers in high places, against the rulers of darkness, against spiritual forces of evil. The enemy attacks your mind with lies, trying to convince you that you are unworthy, that it is too late, that you have missed your chance. They whisper through the people around you, those who seem close, but whose hearts are aligned with the shadows. Some wear masks of kindness, others speak words that cut like a blade, and many seek to manipulate your path for their gain. You might have felt it already. The sudden chill in a room, the uneasy feeling when someone smiles too brightly, the silence that falls when you enter. These are signs of the spiritual battle underway. You may have noticed relationships shifting, trust breaking, or unexplained delays in areas where you have been praying for breakthrough. These are not coincidences. They are spiritual weapons aimed to discourage you, to steal your light, and to delay your inheritance. But I declare this to you now. The enemy's plans will fail. Every strategy designed to block your blessing will be dismantled. I have been dispatched with fire in my wings and the sword of truth drawn. I stand as a shield before you and a sword against your enemies. The power of heaven surrounds you. Yet, this battle requires your participation. You must stand firm in faith. You must reject the lies and cling to the truth. When fear rises, speak the words of victory. When confusion clouds your mind, call upon the name of the Lord. Your voice has power in the spirit realm. Your declaration can scatter the forces that seek to hold you captive. Know this: spiritual warfare is not meant to wear you down. It is meant to awaken you, to rouse you from complacency, to remind you of your identity as a beloved child of God, and to reveal the strength you carry within. You are not a victim, but a victor. You are not alone, but surrounded by angelic armies ready to fight for you. The war around you is real, but the victory has already been won. The blood of the Lamb sealed your destiny. The chains that once bound you have been broken. The enemy's grip has been shattered by the authority given to you through faith and obedience. But the door to your inheritance will only open fully when you step through it with courage. Prepare yourself, then, for spiritual battle. Put on the full armor of God, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit. Stand firm in prayer, and do not let fear silence your heart. The one who watches over you does not sleep. You may see shadows in the corner of your eye, hear voices when no one is near, or feel pressure on your spirit. These are not signs of defeat, but signs that the battle is intensifying because you are drawing closer to breakthrough. Do not retreat. Do not give in. Remember the stories of those who fought before you, the saints and warriors who overcame giants, broke curses, and claimed promises that seemed impossible. Their faith was their weapon. Your faith is yours. Your declaration of truth will send the enemy fleeing. And know this: there are divine alliances being formed even now. People who have been praying in secret for your breakthrough. Angels who have been assigned to walk beside you in this fight. A heavenly chorus ready to shout your victory. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. If you have felt alone, abandoned, or powerless in this war, hear me now. You are strong. You are fierce. You are loved beyond measure. And you are equipped. The enemy may try to attack your peace, your reputation, your finances, and your relationships. But they cannot take your soul. They cannot steal your purpose. They cannot stop what God has ordained. The blockade that once held your inheritance is being torn down by fire and sword. The spiritual walls built by fear and deception are crumbling. The light of your destiny is breaking through the darkness. This battle is fierce, but so is the warrior standing at your side. I am Michael. I am your protector. I will not leave until your victory is secured. Stand firm, child of God. Lift your eyes. Raise your sword of faith. The war is real, but so is the power you carry. Type Amen if you declare your victory today. 777. Archangel Michael says, "You have come far, beloved child. You have heard the call, seen the signs, and understood the spiritual battle waging all around you. Now, you stand at the threshold of a moment unlike any other, a time-sensitive activation that demands your immediate response. This is not a message for tomorrow or for when you're ready. This is the moment you must choose to open the door that has been blocked spiritually for far too long. The time is now. For too many seasons, your blessings, your breakthroughs, and your divine inheritance have been delayed. The enemy has sought to confuse you, distract you, and discourage you. But I tell you this with unwavering authority. The blockade is breaking, the chains are falling, and the window of opportunity is opening. But it will not remain open forever. This activation is like the rising of the dawn after a long, dark night. It is the breaking of the spiritual day that will flood your life with light, healing, and restoration. But you must step into this light actively and intentionally. You cannot stand still. You cannot hesitate. The divine clock is ticking, and every second that passes is a chance lost or won. You may feel pressure in your chest, a restlessness in your spirit, or a stirring in your heart that you cannot explain. These are not mere feelings. They are heavenly alarms, divine nudges pushing you toward action. Do not ignore them. They are your signal to prepare, to awaken, to receive. If you have been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you have been doubting your worthiness, hear me now. You are worthy. If you have feared the unknown, know this. You are not alone. I stand at your side, sword drawn, ready to fight for your victory. This activation requires that you open your heart fully. You must surrender your fears, your doubts, and your old wounds. You must say yes to what has been prepared for you before the foundations of the earth were laid. This is a divine invitation to step into a new season where everything blocked will be unblocked, every hidden truth revealed, and every promise fulfilled. But beware the temptation to delay. The enemy loves delay. Delay is their weapon of choice to keep you in shadows when you were meant to walk in light. Every moment you hesitate, every excuse you make, gives them more ground to regain. Do not give them that victory. Instead, choose faith. Choose obedience. Choose to open the door even when the path is unclear. When you step forward in faith, you release a power greater than any blockade. You break spiritual chains. You unlock blessings sealed by heaven. This activation is not just about receiving a message or a gift. It is about your transformation. It is the birthing of a new identity, a new purpose, and a new destiny. What was once blocked will become your breakthrough. What was once lost will be restored. What was once silent will roar with the voice of victory. And it will not just affect you. Your obedience in this moment will ripple through your family line, breaking generational curses, healing ancestral wounds, and planting seeds of hope for generations yet unborn. Your breakthrough is a legacy. I know you may fear what this activation means. Fear of change, fear of the unknown, fear of losing control. But I am here to tell you that divine change is the doorway to divine destiny. You are being called out of the wilderness and into the promised land of your purpose. There may be tests in the coming days. A voice that tries to pull you back, a door that seems to close, a moment of doubt that tries to seize your heart. Stand firm. Remember, the battle has already been won. The victory belongs to you. You will see signs confirming your activation. An unexpected message, a sudden encounter, a shift in your circumstances. These are the confirmations from heaven that your obedience has unlocked a new spiritual season. Do not be afraid to receive help. Angels will guide you. Loved ones in heaven will walk with you. I, Archangel Michael, will not leave your side. My sword will defend you. My presence will shield you. And here is what you must do now. Commit yourself to receive fully. Open your heart and mind. Speak out loud your readiness to break free from what has blocked you. Declare that you will not delay again. Invite the sacred message into your life with faith. Type Amen if you choose to open the door today. Type Amen if you reject delay and declare breakthrough. Type Amen to activate your inheritance now. 999. Remember this. Heaven's timing is perfect. The window may not stay open forever. The enemy is desperate to regain what they have lost. But your obedience locks in your victory. You are the chosen one to receive this message. You are the one called to unlock this inheritance. The time-sensitive activation is happening now, and your life will never be the same.